Imagine a world where everything is being watched, not by cameras, but by something you can't even see. I'm talking about smart dust, a technology straight out of science fiction, but it's very, very real. These aren't just tiny specks. They are complete microelectromechanical systems, or MEMS for short. Think of them as miniature computers, sensors, and wireless transmitters all packed into a single nearly invisible particle. We're talking about devices smaller than a grain of sand, so small they can float on the breeze or settle on a surface without anyone ever knowing they were there. What can they do? Almost anything you can imagine. These tiny motes can detect temperature changes, monitor movement, sense chemical signatures in the air, and even pick up on vibrations. They collect this data and then transmit it wirelessly to a central hub, creating a vast invisible network of information. It's a concept that could completely reshape our world. Let's dive into what these microscopic marvels are made of. Each speck of smart dust typically contains a few key components. First, there's the sensor itself, which is tailored to detect a specific thing, whether it's light, temperature, pressure, or a particular chemical. Then, there's a tiny processor and memory to handle the data it collects. To power all this, it needs an energy source. Early versions use tiny batteries, but the real breakthrough is in harvesting energy from the environment, like vibrations or solar power. Finally, there's a communication system, often using optical signals like a tiny laser or radio waves to talk to other dust particles and to the base station that collects all the information. Putting all of this into a package that is barely a millimeter wide is an incredible feat of engineering. The potential applications are mind-boggling. In agriculture, farmers could sprinkle smart dust over their fields to get real-time data on soil moisture and nutrient levels for every single plant, optimizing irrigation and fertilizer use like never before. In environmental science, we could release swarms of these sensors into the atmosphere to track pollutants with pinpoint accuracy or monitor the health of remote ecosystems. Imagine being able to see a forest fire start the moment a spark ignites, or track the flow of a chemical spill in a river in real time. This could revolutionize our ability to protect the planet. Then there's the medical field. Imagine swallowing a pill filled with smart dust that travels through your body, monitoring your internal organs, detecting signs of disease at the earliest stages, and sending detailed reports to your doctor. It could provide a level of internal diagnostics we've only dreamed of, making medicine more proactive and personalized. In our cities, smart dust could be embedded in the very concrete and steel of our buildings and bridges, constantly monitoring for structural stress and alerting engineers to potential problems before a disaster can happen. It could manage traffic flow with perfect efficiency by knowing where every car is, or control the lighting and heating in a building based on exactly where people are. The smart city will become a truly intelligent, responsive environment. But with great power comes great responsibility, and this is where the conversation gets a lot more serious. The same technology that could save lives and protect our environment could also create the ultimate surveillance state. If these sensors are invisible and can be deployed anywhere, what happens to our privacy? Imagine a world where your every conversation, every movement is monitored without your knowledge or consent. Companies could use it to gather unprecedented amounts of consumer data. Governments could use it to watch citizens. The potential for misuse is enormous, and it raises profound ethical questions that we are only just beginning to grapple with. Who controls the data? How is it secured? Can we ever truly be offline again if the very air we breathe is filled with sensors? The military and security sectors are, unsurprisingly, at the forefront of this research. Smart dust could be used for battlefield reconnaissance, invisibly tracking enemy movements and equipment. It could be deployed to secure borders or protect critical infrastructure, creating an invisible, persistent surveillance network. While this could enhance the safety of soldiers and civilians, it also brings us closer to a future of autonomous warfare in a world where surveillance is a constant, inescapable presence. The line between security and oppression could become dangerously blurred. So where are we now? The technology is still in development, but it's advancing at an incredible pace. Scientists are tackling the major challenges: how to power these devices for long periods, how to make them communicate reliably over distances, and how to manufacture them cheaply enough to be deployed on a massive scale. We're seeing breakthroughs in energy harvesting, in networking protocols for massive swarms of tiny devices, and in the miniaturization of even more complex sensors. Smart dust is not just a futuristic gadget. It is a paradigm-shifting technology that forces us to ask fundamental questions about the kind of world we want to live in. It holds the promise of a smarter, safer, and more efficient future, but it also carries the risk of a world without privacy. The invisible revolution is coming. The question is, are we ready for it? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the technologies that are shaping our future, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.